Hi there, my name is Brittany, and I have been trying to decide what to add here into my testimony that I want to share with you because it is very hard to keep it short enough with how many experiences I've had. So I'm just going to go with the last 2 years or so. So in August of 2018, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Now, I would like to say that up to that point, I had this solid testimony and I had done all the right things, and that would not be true. I actually was falling into more of a deeper study about Jesus, and I was in my word more, but I still think that I was spending my time in places that were detracting from my walk. And then, so I had the diagnosis of this aggressive breast cancer, and I went into treatment, chemotherapy, pretty aggressive chemotherapy, but I worked 70 to 80 hours a week while going through chemotherapy because I did not understand how I could take care of my family if I did not do so. Now, I know because of that he was carrying me through, because there is no possible way I could have done that on my own. I was so depleted in my body. So I was still leading worship at an old church that I was going to. Actually my first Christian church that I would be baptized at in 2010. And I led worship the day before my double mastectomy. And I remember that day. I was so tired. I had just had a blood transfusion, but I was just I didn't have any energy really. But I wanted to worship. And I remember that day, just everything disappeared, and I was just worshiping him. And it was new for me at that time. I remember walking off stage and I ended up passing out, and luckily the drummer and the guitarist caught me and I ended up in the emergency room, but okay, and ready for surgery the next day. So over this next little while, after that surgery and the complications that would come after that, I kept feeling this draw to go to find another church. I'd been going to the one I was at for 10 years. I didn't feel a reason I needed to, but I listened, and I found the church that I go to now. And I can say now on this side of it, God had many reasons for having me come here. And I have just met such wonderful people, other followers that really walk the talk, I guess, so to speak. And with a pastor that speaks so boldly and clearly from the Bible, to the point where it led me to want to know more. And in the COVID season, as I was stuck at home for the first 2 months completely, I went deep. I went into the Word. And it is definitely what he used to change me. And I walked away from a job that I thought held my security and my identity. And I realized the more I trusted and leaned in, I just was like, all right, there's no reason to be afraid. I am following you, and I know you've got this, no matter how it ends up. and I wouldn't have it any other way. So I thank you for listening. Grace and peace is yours in Christ.